mic. Okay, so you have to remember to key your mic or keep it on or whatever you want to do. But I need for those folks to be able to hear us. It appears as though we have a quorum, and so I'll call this meeting together on January 3rd, 2024 at 11:30 in the Capitol Annex. Danita, I'll ask her to call the roll. If when you answer, would you please indicate where you are located physically?
Ernie Harris.
Here, and I'm at my home in Oldham County.
Dave Nicholas.
Here, and I'm right here in the capital city.
Tanya Pullen.
Here, and I'm in Greenup County.
Marie Rader.
Here, Frankfurt.
Gail Russell.
Here, Frankfurt.
Sal Santoro.
Here, Frankfurt.
Michael Schull.
Here, I'm on Zoom from my law office in Louisville, Kentucky.
Arnold Simpson.
Here in Covington, Kentucky.
Anthony Wilhoit.
Here in Frankfurt.
It appears as though we have a quorum and ready, duly constituted to do business. First order of business is to ask for a motion. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the October 10th meeting? Anybody remember that far back?
I move the minutes.
I so move.
Okay. Have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Motion made and seconded. Any corrections, deletions, additions? If not, all those who favor the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it is so ordered. Staff report. Ms. Laura.
Okay. Good morning, or almost afternoon, I guess. Good to see you all here today. The first item in your packets is the current budget financial report for the commission. And Tom Hampton tells us that everything looks good. And again, he is still working on working with the LRC for inclusion of the commission's money in the legislative budget, since it's a budget year. And that's pretty much all I have on that, unless someone has questions. But you all can do a motion to accept it if you so wish.
Is there a motion to accept the financial report?
So moved.
So much.
Any questions about it? Appearing to be none, all those who favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it is so ordered.
Okay. The next item is this morning we had our current issues session with all legislators as required by the code. We were really privileged to have Dr. Thomas Little of the state legislative leaders organization, who came and spoke to them and came to us from North Carolina, and he's right there. I'd like to introduce him to you all. He did a wonderful job. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I heard some comments that said it was the best, from some legislators that said it was the best guest speaker we've had. So that's really, really awesome. Again, we won't hold it against him that he's from North Carolina. We did take him over. My husband and I took him over and treated him to his first hot brown that he's ever had. So I don't know if he'll quite recover from that.
Do they have basketball teams there in North Carolina?
No, I don't think so.
I was going to mention something about 1992 in Kentucky, but
No, we almost made him walk home from Midway when he made that offer. So I was at that game. I don't want to relive it, but
We would like to remember a game a little closer
Yeah.
in time to
yeah.
today's date.
Yeah. And on that note, I'd like to get approval for the $2,000 honorarium that is usually charged by his agency to have him come. If you all would not mind to do
It's a motion to pay the honorarium for our speaker from this morning. Is there such a motion?
So moved. Second.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All those who favor the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it is so ordered.
Great.
Thank you very much for coming and educating our legislators, and we are glad to have you here.
Glad to be here, sir. Thank you.
Okay. I also wanted to bring you up to date on staff activities with respect to our required 2-year re-registration. Every 2 years, as required by the law, all legislative agents, all employers must re-register. And so Danita Crittenden and Lori Smither have been in charge of this very difficult endeavor, if you can imagine. Probably over 6,000 reports have to be taken, new registrations paid, $250. It's $250 per employer, and it really is a difficult endeavor, but one that they do and do extremely well. And I can't say enough good things about them. They've come in weekends, nights, all the time. I showed up on a Sunday to get something, and Lori was in the building. I've been in there on Saturdays, and Danita's been there. So it's really amazing what they do. So I just wanted to point that out and give them props for all their hard work in that.
We do appreciate them so. And, it's amazing how much we do with such a small staff. And, we do appreciate your hard work, and it makes a difference. It really does.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question
Yes, sir.
or a comment. I wasn't around when this process was started, but I've heard some of these legislative agents complain that their staff is just repeatedly doing the same thing every 2 years. Is there any way we could streamline that now, or would you do a termination, like this company was terminated, then because they're saying they're just repeatedly doing the same thing. You're repeatedly doing it. We have computers now and everything. I don't know if that would be helpful, but maybe it would help them. It could help you all, that you could be at home with your husband cooking him dinner on Saturdays and Sundays instead of being here doing all this hard work.
It is, right now, it is done using a paper form because we don't have the capacity to do it in the online system. But hopefully, as we are we're working on a new system, hopefully that will be something that will be incorporated into that, so that they could just go online and do that.
Yeah,
Do you want to speak to that?
The new system that LRC the computer staff at LRC they're building us a new system, and the new system will allow these people to go in, and the way they've explained it to me is the information will pre-fill that they've already submitted, and they'll just click a checkbox that, hey, I'm going to register with this company and these other 15 that I'm already registered with. Once they do that, then it goes to the company. They get a notification to go in and say yes and check mark, and then that's their electronic signature, and then it comes back to me. The one good thing about the re-registration is that we bring in funds to give our agencies $250, and there's 850 employers that pay that $250, and it does help supplement our budget. If we were to take that to every 4 years or something, we've never increased that pay, the fee for them to register in the 30 years that we've been here. Since the ethics code has been written, the executive branch increased their registration fee, but we never have, because we get it every 2 years and it's been sufficient. But if we were to, as you were saying, maybe quit doing it as often every 2 years, then we would lose that funding unless we raised it. But the new online system that LRC is writing will make it easier for the people. They can pay online, they can check mark these boxes online, and they won't have to do anything unless there's changes to be made to their address or phone number.
Well,
we're open for suggestions.
I think if it's been 30 years since we raised the rate, I mean, gasoline's gone up, so
Yeah. And
I know your salaries haven't gone up like they should have over those years, and
That
I'm
is
all
in the
for paying
statute.
people.
Yeah, it's
I
in the
think-
statute.
I don't know how we address that is through the
Yeah.
General Assembly.
We have to.
It's in the statute.
It
The
is?
amount.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, I'm taking up the time here.
No,
but
No,
no.
I mean,
no.
It's good. It's good to get the feedback.
this, yeah, needs to be
Yeah.
done. Thanks for the work, and is this top secret? Can we tell these people that changes are coming?
Yep.
No,
Now-
they know. I mean,
It's-
Oh, they know? Okay.
we have been talking about it with a few lobbyists who Danita and Lori have been talking to about different phases of it, and we're hoping that when it gets when we get a system that we can try out, that they're going to sit down with a couple of folks who do a lot of registration so that we can make sure it's user friendly.
We've got one lobbying firm that they file 900
Yeah,
initial forms to register because they have 90 employers and they have 10 lobbyists. So to register all 10 lobbyists with all 90, they file 900 forms. And she is so excited that there might be a checkbox that she can just click, and then it goes to the employer. They check mark it as their signature, and then it comes to me. How much easier that would be for them, you
And
know?
I agree.
And easier for us because if they do that online and it comes to us electronically, me and Lori aren't sitting there every day and night entering forms at our desk
Yeah,
because we would just approve it on our screen.
okay,
Yeah,
good. Thank you,
and
Mr.
credit
Chairman.
cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
We're working on helping.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I won't say we're going to have it done, but hoping.
Yeah.
Don't want to overpromise, but
I was in transportation. They Cavis system has been going on forever.
yeah.
So you probably don't know what that is. But
No, oh yeah, I know what that. Yeah, it's the same
Sorry.
kind of deal. And fortunately, we're so fortunate to have LRC staff who are very creative, and they start with, well, what do you need, and then they work backwards. It's not, well, this is what we can give you. I mean, it's great. So, yeah. Let's see. The next thing in your all's packets are proposed meeting dates for the upcoming year, and I just wanted to make sure we got those all on one page. You know, sometimes we have to change around a few things, and I appreciate you all being very flexible on that. If you'll notice, the ones that are in during the session, they're on Mondays, and the reason we do this is obviously during the session, meeting rooms become scarce, hard to do. So those will be on Mondays, and then after that, they're on the normal Tuesday. So hopefully that's acceptable, and if so, we'll have those as our set meeting dates.
I'll probably miss the 12th of February because if all goes well, I'm going to have my first knee cut on.
Okay.
So we're still in the operation mode for me, but
Okay.
they're building me back one piece at a time.
The bionic.
Yeah.
Good bionic chair. Yes.
So
That's good.
anyway, I may need Miss Tanya to take care of that, but we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Cool.
This might be an opportune time for me to say we're awfully glad to have you back, Mr. Chairman. All of us are glad to have you back in that chair, and it's glad to see you doing so well. And to compliment you, I just couldn't believe that so soon after surgery, you were so committed to the Ethics Commission that you attended by Zoom. That was amazing.
Well, thank you.
Okay. The next thing is we've submitted our annual report to LRC as required by statute. We got that in on December 1st, so that is there. The next item is as part of an overall LRC upgrade, we received about $10,282 worth of new computer equipment, for which I need a motion for you all to ratify, I guess. LRC wanted us to upgrade all of our equipment because it was old, and it didn't have obviously all the capabilities that we need, or that any part of LRC needed either. And you know, since they are our back office in terms of all things computer, you know, they have to make sure that it's something they can work on, something they can fix, and also that it doesn't do anything bad when we're emailing or using, you know, going back and forth between us and them. So that would be something I would request from you all, that you ratify that
Yeah.
expenditure.
Laura had run it by me, and I had approved that, but I need to have a motion to approve that by the commission.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing to be none. All those who favor the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it, and it is so ordered.
Okay. Let's see. The next thing is I have asked Robert Jenkins to be our enforcement counsel, and I amended our contract, which we had to file with Government Contract Review Commission to do that. And so I had sent something around regarding that change, and so of course Robert is here and is serving in that position. But I wanted to let you know about that. And also we've hired James Curlis, who's sitting behind me, and he is our investigator now. He was a former investigator in the past for the commission, and has really been doing a great job. So I wanted to.
Do we need to approve those contracts?
Well, actually, I have the authority to do that.
Okay.
So I don't think technically you need to, but of course,
Okay,
you know,
that's fine.
yeah. Okay.
Welcome aboard, gentlemen, and looking forward to working with you. Was privileged to work with Robert for several years here at LRC, and he's a joy to work with, a very thorough and very bright man, and he'll do a great job for us, I know.
Mr. Chairman, can I ask, I did see in the packet the exchange with Mr. Brengelman. Can I ask like what the reason for it? Looks like he was let go as part of or his services were discontinued as part of the switch to Mr. Curlis. Just ask. I mean, I see it in the packet. I feel like we ought to get some commentary on it.
Sure. Well, no.
Yeah, Mark is a great guy. I got to work with Mark back when I was division director in occupations and professions. He's a really nice young man. He does a good job. But to be real honest with you, he's got a lot of irons in the fire right now. And some of our, I don't want to make it a blame kind of thing, but we had our most recent case that we finally got through. One of the reasons it took so long was Mark had a lot of conflicts, and it was not that we didn't like him, not that we didn't think he did a good job, but we thought it might just go better. We have more access to Robert, I think, and Mark, it was a mutual parting of the ways. It was not contentious at all, and I'm glad Mark was here. He's a great young man, and but it was just time we thought to move on. Is that okay?
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The only other thing I have are, of course, the informal opinions are in your packet. If y'all want to ask particular questions that involve, names or anything, you all will need to be in executive session. But hopefully it kind of shows the different questions we've been getting, and there's a lot as usual. But that's really the sum of my report.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Do you ever say we've reviewed 10,000 this year? I have people who ask me all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like, is it top secret that we
No.
No.
I can't remember how many we are at now. We do kind of we put that in the report, don't we?
The annual report,
report
talks about how many informal opinions we give. And we also have a binder at the office that we put these in, and we have a record that we keep so we can search the record to give the same advice, make sure we're giving the same advice all the time. And Emily keeps that up to date, and it's just a matter of us going from January 1st through the 31st of December, and we can tell you exactly how many written informal opinions we've given out.
Right.
But we also give informal opinions over the phone all day, every day.
So in the report,
People call all the time. so-
yeah, in the report it says an estimated 500,
Yeah.
and that per year. So that's generally right. but I mean we can
I'd
we
say
can
that,
always
you
we
know,
can always get a more definite.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
just for
That's
knowledge. I mean,
Oh sure.
The board books are usually thick with all of them. It's a lot. We do a lot.
Yeah.
Well, and
It's a good
just think
question.
about what the workload would be for us if we didn't do those.
Oh,
These
Right.
folks would be, you know,
True.
a lot of those would end up in front of us, and would not be a good
Right.
thing.
And it's good they know to call and ask.
Yes, that's
Right.
what we want to do.
And that's what we, again, like today, I really tried to emphasize again, please call us before you step in a hole. I mean, that's what we're here for, you know. Okay.
Okay, anything else in staff report?
No, sir.
Okay. If not, we need to go into executive session. The chair will entertain a motion pursuant to KRS 61.810 sub 1 sub C and K, that we go into executive session to discuss complaints.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All those who favor the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and is so ordered.
is Mike going out now?
Yes.